This is for Year 12 Further Maths. We're going to look at question 12 from exercise 18F. So this is a 3D bearings question. We've got a scenario where we're at O and we're observing an aircraft at A dash. And what's happening with the aircraft is that it's moving from A dash to B dash. And it's maintaining an altitude or the height of 500 meters. So the first things first, we want to find, we know the aircraft travels at 300 kilometers per hour. So we want to find how far we'll travel in 1 minute. Okay, so part A is just distance equals speed times time. The speed is 300 kilometers per hour. The time is, we want to make it in hours because the speed is in hours, kilometers per hour. So how many minutes in 1 hour? You just go 1 divided by 60 hours. So if I multiply 300 by 1 divided by 60, I get 5 kilometers. So it's traveled 5 kilometers in 1 minute. So find a bearing from O to this time. Okay, so what it's asking you is if it's traveled 5 kilometers. So it's traveled 5 kilometers between here and here, between there and there. What's the bearing from O? Okay, so if I project this down below, what is the bearing from O to X essentially? If I label it X there. Okay, so I'll make this clearer. So if I've got so it's travelled 5 kilometers up top here from A to whatever that place is. If I project it down there, I'm just find the bearing from O to X. Okay, so let's draw this as a 2D diagram. We've got the north position. This is my O. This is my X, and I'm trying to find the bearing from O to X. So it'll be this bearing here. I also know there's another location, A. So that's A. We know O to A is 1 kilometer. We know we also know A to X. So A to X is we worked it out. It will be a distance of 5 kilometers. Okay, A to X is 5 kilometers, and we also know that's 45 degrees. Okay, so in order to calculate the theta here, I need to use the cosine rule twice because I need to figure out what the side OX is first. Okay, so OX is given by using the cosine rule, 1 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 1 times 5 times cos of 45. Okay, so let's work out what OX is first. Now you can use you can cheat and use the geometry tool, but I'm just going to use the cosine rule just so that people understand how to use it. Okay, how to, if it says show that, then you got no other way but to use it. Okay, 2 times 1 times 5 times cos of 45. Okay, 4.3507. So OX is 4.3507. So that's 4.3507 kilometers. To get theta, we use the cosine rule again because you got the two, 3 sides. You just work out the included angle. Okay, so it's inverse cos of so we got inverse cos of 1 squared plus 4.3507 squared minus 5 squared divided by 2 times 1 times 4.3507. Now on the CAS calculator I'm going to use the whole value, so I'm just going to go do some copy and pasting. So inverse cos 1 squared plus 4.3507 squared, or I'll just copy. So I'll just copy. Oops. I'll go back. to the screen later. Squared minus 5 squared divided by 2 times 1 times 4.3507, and I should get my angle. Okay, so it's 125.65. So it's 125.65 degrees. So the bearing would be that north plus 120 plus theta, which is 125.65. So that's 90 plus whatever angle, 125.65. So my bearing would be 90 plus 125.65, which equals 215.65, which is a bearing of 216 degrees true. Okay. Now the next part is, what is the angle of elevation from O at this time? So if I were to draw a line from O to where the 5 is, and draw a right angle triangle, what's the angle of elevation from OX to the top here? So that's theta. We know that OX, we just calculated here, it's 4.3507 kilometers. Now, the altitude of the plane is 500 meters, so it's 0.5 of a kilometer. Okay, so you do need to do a unit conversion there. So the angle would be an inverse. This is a right angle triangle, so it's an inverse tan angle. Inverse tan 0.5 divided by 4.3507. Work that out. Inverse tan of 0.5 divided by 4.3507. You should get 6.56 degrees. 6.56 degrees. So theta 6.56 degrees. So that's angle of elevation. Angle elevation. So overall, this question isn't too bad, except yep, there is a bit of calculating in the triangle. Okay, remember you can also use the geometry tool. So let's go through that very quickly. Look, I would go with the geometry tool every time if it doesn't say show that. Okay, because it's easier. You're less likely to make a mistake. So that's 1. That's 5, and the angle between is 45 degrees. So lock it in. So to get the unknown angle, you just go this and that. So 125.65, which is what we got here. And to get the unknown side, you go 4.07, which is the same answer we got there. So can you see the geometry tool is a lot quicker and easier? If you're good at using cosine rule, by all means use it, okay? But otherwise, if it doesn't say show that, just use the geometry tool because it's a lot quicker. So hopefully it helps with unpacking questions such as this one.